decide so late to start singing them yourself, because you have such a great voice?
When I was involved in record production, it was I found it sort of difficult to get the real sound through, you know, and the people that I was producing at the time would they served to make me frustrated in a way. I wanted to. I guess it was my ego crying out for full expression, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that was the time. It's only in the late '60s that the concept of singer-songwriters became popular. Isn't that true?
I think the ego aspect of it, you know, it was like before I didn't have the confidence.
Yeah.
I have confidence problems anyway. So that was the story then. Is I just had not until then had the confidence to do that. I was the B team because I lived at that time in Nashville, and Muscle Shoals is about 120 miles down the road.
Yeah. Talking about the time when you were a session guitar player, you worked with Aretha Franklin. Was that at Muscle Shoals that you worked with her?
When I worked with Aretha, the act had been moved to New York from Muscle Shoals.
Uh-huh.
She already had a hit, that Respect hit,
yeah.
And I was called in by the guys that worked around Muscle Shoals there to play in New York for her.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Was that at the same time that you played on the Blonde on Blonde album by Bob Dylan as well, didn't you? Was it around the same time, late '60s?
I think so. I don't remember exactly when it was.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember of those sessions?
Well, trying to get a lick in, you know, and trying to please the producer at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
A look inside.
I think that particular album was an expression of where I was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I probably was angry. I had gotten busted a couple of times, and I was pretty angry.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know it at the time.
There are also some songs of it that are very, very powerful, especially the one that I like most on the album. That's "Save Your Best." Can you say something more about that song, about under what circumstances you wrote it?
Well, I was probably suggesting that you can lose it all by going with whatever glitters, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
On the A Look Inside album, there's a song that has always been with me since it appeared, and that's that song called "I'm a Star." Did you write it because you were at that time uncomfortable with being a star? Because it's a very cynical song.
I think that was it, yeah. I was just really, really spun out on various things, and I had not given myself the opportunity to understand what being a star was all about.
Mm-hmm.
I had not come to terms with it, you know, and the specific demands that it makes on you. And so I did the next best thing. I put it in a song and let the people see it.
Mm-hmm. But it's almost as if you were so uncomfortable with being a star that you strived at not being a star anymore. Is that too harshly put?
Yeah, I think that's putting it pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I was not in command of my own ship, and I was just bitching. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
He was a suicide victim, so. And I feel like he was a drug victim too. There weren't the hospitals and institutions back in those days to send a guy to that was strung out on drugs, and we all were. But it got him.
And your reaction to that tragedy was you went to Polynesia, right?
I went to live on Maui, which is just try to hide, just trying to escape the inevitable.
And the inevitable would be what?
Would be the grief that I expected myself to act out about my brother's passing.
Can you tell something about how you lived in Maui? What you did there? What your life was like there?
Well, I just felt that I needed something to occupy the time that I would be experiencing as in the wake of my brother's death. Yeah. So what I did over there is just live on the beach.
What were your days like? Get up and start to work, or?
I don't remember what I did over there a lot. I just hid out in the jungle and tried to deal with it.
Yeah. And you came back to live in Georgia again?
Sure.
Yeah. And that's you started anew on your career. Wasn't that true?
Well, all along then, you see, I had drug problems, okay? So I had a tough time at getting anything started again. The inertia had set in, and that was it. But I did what I thought was a good try at it, but I was just, the drugs had just carried me too far, And I wasn't the only one. I wrote that song in honor of Del Lowry's secretary, whom we lost 3 or 4 years ago, and tried to put it in such a way as to be universal in the ears of the beholder.
I take it that she was a very special person to you.
We lost Mary at a time when I was not myself.